forward, and unlocking SI is a shearing L5. And his primary complaint was loss of power in a sprint, pushing off that right leg. So he didn't have any complaints of pain. But so as this is the third test that we're going to do, is about how do we know that the pelvis is contributing to the loss of strength of either hip extension or knee flexion. Very simple test you can do on the field, in a bus, in an airport, no matter where you are, okay? And that's what I want to leave you with, is some really simple tests, not the complicated ones. I want you to understand the whole concept, but I want you to have some simple tests in your hands, okay? So here we go.
Lift, look straight right knee, lift your right leg, and back up. And lift the left leg. And back up. So this is the SI joint that unlocks.
So I'm feeling for giving way. It's a loaded task. Shouldn't give way.
Lift the left leg. And remember. Lift the right leg. And the side stays nice and straight. Bend your knee. Lift your right leg above the table. Hold it there. And again. Hold it.
Wussy, right? No power. No power.
Lift the knee. Hold it there. And back down. When you take it the sacrum, lift your knee. And increase the power. Alright?
Immediate change. So what did I do? Nutating the sacrum, pushing the sacrum forward, is exactly the same as posteriorly rotating the innominate. Now what Andre has shown in his studies is that what that does, when you push the sacral base forward or pull the innominate back, it tightens the form closure mechanism. Sacrotuberous, interosseous, sacrospinous ligaments. It's the closed pack position for the SI joint. It's like doing a Lockman's in the knee or doing a Cruciate test in the knee, checking it in full extension versus in 30 degrees of flexion. If the ligaments are intact, then when you put the joint in a closed pack position, it shouldn't budge. So if we make a stable platform and then check the lever attaching to it, how strong, how much force can it resist? If there is a difference in terms of how much force you can generate for hip extension or for knee flexion, when you nutate the sacrum, then the pelvis is more important than the hamstring strength, okay? If when you nutate the sacrum, there's absolutely no difference, if it doesn't make a difference to the test at all, then you probably have either another driver or a weak hamstring or a weak glute. So then all your hamstring drills and your glute drills and everything else are totally appropriate. Okay? So let's go, we need tables for this, so shall we go next door and
Sure.
do this one?
Yep.
Let's go next door, and we will do this. We're going to test, you can bring your hands if you like, we're going to test the strength in each other of resisted knee flexion, particularly our four guys that I had up here that had the unlocking SI joint, or if you had dyssynergies in your biceps, or if you've got posterior thigh pain or whatever, be the patient for this. Let's get it figured out. We're going to test the power for hip extension, and then we're going to nutate the sacrum with one hand, hold it nutated, and repeat the test and see whether or not you've got pelvic driven.